Crypto Daily Show. Remember to catch your favorite WLRS Crypto Radio content on Spotify and everywhere podcasts are heard. Oh, welcome to the Daily Crypto Show, brought to you by WLRS Crypto Radio. Who else? I'm your host, David, and I'm here again with Dylan to cover the most recent stories happening in crypto today. Make sure you're unmuted, Dylan, because you were vaping. As always, this information is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes only, and it is not financial advice. Don't do anything we say. Just listen. Just listen. Just want you to listen for a minute. That's it. Today is March 22nd, 2023, National Goof Off Day.
Y'all getting a little goofy today, huh?
Goof Off Day. I saw in the stock photo they used for their little Goof Off Day post was like, you know, these people would just spit everywhere. I don't know if the camera picked that up. This lady was getting rolled around in the office in her office chair, you know, by two other people, and they were really happy. I'm like, I wonder if that would fly at the office, right? Like, someone pushes me around in my chair. I'm like, don't worry, boss. It's National Goof Off Day, and I don't have to do any work, but you have to pay me.
I was always able to, the last office job I had, I was always able to bring Frank in with me, and he very much enjoyed it. Frank! Come show the people.
Frank, get down here.
Come on.
What's Frank doing for Goof Off Day?
Today, he played with his orange rubber toy.
Ooh.
For a long time, and now he's licking me in the mouth.
My dog is in the doghouse at the moment because this is gross. This is disgusting. So if you're not into disgusting things, just turn away. We were traveling for the weekend, so we put the dog in the kennel, and we picked her up, and she had like the worst anxiety diarrhea ever, just pooping all the time. Got up last night 3 times to take the dog out to poop. And I didn't get a lot of sleep. So I didn't feel like goofing off today. I was totally gassed.
Frank's been pooping in the house because it's been raining.
He poops in the house, dude.
Because he won't go outside.
I wouldn't stand for that. My dog won't go outside without a leash.
Yeah, I mean, I
have
keep
to walk
him on a
out
leash,
with
but
the dog.
Like, he'll run and put his back legs off the driveway, and then boom, that's it. We get a little pee, and then we go right back in.
Huh.
I locked him out last night though, so he didn't poop this morning.
Yeah, see, here it gets it got like 15 degrees last night, so I can't just say, "Oh, you're outside."
I mean, I just kept him on his leash and then closed the leash and the door and then turned the front porch light off for like 2 minutes. Tried to make him think like he was going to be left alone out there forever, but he wasn't.
It was forever to him. Anyway, honorable mention. It's Bavarian Crepes Day.
Ooh, I do love a crepe.
Bavarian crepe. Do you know what a Bavarian crepe is?
Is that a sex thing?
I don't know. It's a food thing. It's still in the crepe category. A Bavarian crepe. I'm just Googling this now. Did no pre-reading on this. A Bavarian crepe is a tempting pancake-like dessert, which is made from buckwheat flour or wheat flour, usually filled with Bavarian cream, and then topped with fruits, glaze, chocolate, and whipped cream. So, get you some Bavarian crepes while you can. All you listening out there. Tampa's in the chat. Are you gonna get a Bavarian crepe?
Don't Google. Don't Google what a Bavarian crepe is on Urban Dictionary, also known as a Bavarian cream pie. Don't do that.
Go ahead, read it out.
I ain't reading that. Fuck no. Interested viewers are more than welcome to do so. I won't be reading it.
All
I'm a
right.
man of the Lord.
You know what? You're
Okay.
doing right. You're doing right by our show sponsors.
Right.
I'm not sure WarFi wants to know what a Bavarian cream pie is. And while we're on it, this week's content is brought to you by WarFi, an intuitive investing experience on BSC. Buy a Warbot NFT and let it accumulate rewards from trading bot investments. Learn more for yourself at warfi.games. This show is also brought to you by Vinium Finance. Take control of your money and become your own bank with Vinium. They're building a lot over there, including NFT collateralized lending. That's a big word. Permissionless leverage yield farming and revenue generating services beyond lending interest. Vinium lets you unleash your capital. Learn more at vinium.finance. FTX back in the news today. Or some of this is yesterday's news because certain somebody didn't want to show up, and I won't do it solo. It would be really sad, I think, a solo show.
I don't think. Yeah, it needs two people. Podcast needs at least two white guys that don't really have anything else going on that day.
Yeah, because once you go solo, it's just so flat.
Well, you'd have to. Hello, listeners. How are we today? You know what?
And
You don't have any
yeah,
energy to bounce off of.
there's no energy. Yeah, there's no mirror. There's no conversation. There's no jokes off the cuff. It's just not my style. So I'd rather just not do it. Not do the daily show. FTX is suing for ownership of its Bahamas assets. FTX is suing the lawyers appointed to liquidate its Bohemian.
Nope. Bahamanian.
The Bahamas entity, which oversaw FTX.com, saying they're waging a jurisdictional battle that will hurt customers and creditors. You know what will hurt customers and creditors? Not keeping their money and going gambling with it.
Which is what FTX did. Huh.
Yeah, funny. Uh-huh.
Huh.
Hmm. I don't know how that's going to come through on the audio, but
Came
yeah,
through clear
exactly,
on
Tom.
mine.
But what podcast is a one person only? They're out there. They're not good. The bankrupt crypto exchange seeks a Jesus.
A dickler.
De- de- don't
I'll
interrupt
Urban
me.
Dictionary that too.
What's a declaratory judgment that states
Dicklers.
FTX digital markets have no ownership in any company assets held there. So that's kind of like I saw this documentary a while ago about money, and it was like there was all these like ghost businesses. So like if you would do business with someone in these ghost businesses, it was insurance. It was insurance. And I think one time they were selling insurance on these like boats, these like party boats that you could like buy tickets for, and they take you around like a lake. And something happened one time, one of these boats sank, and they tried to get the insurance money, and they're like, "This insurance company doesn't exist." And I think that's the defense that FTX is using here, in so many words.
Well, they're also dicklers, which I've Urban Dictionaried. That is any person or persons that overcompensate for the fact they have less than average size penises. So I am also a dickler.
The average size is pretty small, so
Is it? I feel like that's
it's
a little
probably
big.
average, right?
It's a little big.
The average
I
is
think the
average.
average size could come down a little bit and make everybody feel better. You know?
Yeah, maybe we can hack the data. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those numbers up. Pump them down. DeFi Llama, I'm off the rails today. I don't know. I don't know what was in
We're
that
gonna have to
rice I
put
had
like a
for dinner.
parental guidance message up before they read this show.
Nobody reads this. Nobody watches this show. Don't worry.
Oh man, go ahead.
This is gonna be the episode that like sends us like to instant stardom and fame.
This is it. This is the one.
Episode 32, and you were here for it. DeFi Llama, who we talked about in the last episode, have resolved their internal issues and will continue deforked. They put out a quote. We would like to put what happened behind us. There is no Llama token currently planned, and any airdrop will be discussed with the community, as every important decision is. We will take steps to operate in a more transparent manner to ensure this doesn't happen again. Somebody somewhere got slapped.
Somebody got slapped with either some kind of subpoena or they saw the blowback that was happening, which
So what's the blowback, right? Because they didn't have a token before. There was no.
well, people thinking it was a crash grab because once they said like there's people on the team and we don't agree with them, and the
So what
coin
if
wouldn't
it's a
have a
cash grab?
utility.
So what if it's a cash grab? Like you've been using that service for however long they've been open, and they're a top service, and you're not going to throw them a little, change in the tip jar.
True, I
Like
wouldn't have, but
people are so cheap.
yeah.
I'm a little salty about that. Like you've been using their service for free for however long you've been using it, and then when they're like, hey, can we have some money to keep things floating, they're like, well, cash grab, cash grab. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Your 2 cents are invaluable.
I think so. It's so much. My 2 cents are so valuable. They're valuable, not invaluable, that they could even be traded probably for 3 cents. That is
That's
not a
high
guarantee
praise.
of financial return, but
Somebody come by Dave's 2 cents. This is financial advice.
So I got 2 pennies right here on my keys.
I've got a gun.
One there.
I probably shouldn't show that on camera though.
Is it registered? And one there.
Nice try, Fed.
I am the Fed. And the 2 pennies
Questions.
have my wife and I's names and carved into them, and the pennies.
Well, that makes them less valuable.
The pennies' years are birth years.
You defaced currency.
I didn't. I purchased a defaced currency. My wife paid somebody to deface currency in our name.
That's illegal.
Is it?
I don't know. Everything's a security now, so probably.
Yeah, can you show guns on Twitch?
I'm not going to show my gun on Twitch.
Just show your dickler on Twitch.
Show the gun on report.
No guns and no dicklers.
That could get us some press. We could just jump over to Kick or something, or Rumble, or whatever the fuck the new one is.
What? There's a new one?
Yeah, there's a new one that a lot of the streamers are on. We can just, I can show my gun off. Tompa can report us. We can get some BuzzFeed articles generated, and then boom, bing, bang, boom.
I can see the headlines now. Prominent
Exactly.
crypto podcast.
Prominent man. That's high praise.
You get banned for showing a knife.
Shit. Moist Critical was on there last week with his AK saying, Sneeko didn't have a gun. This is a real gun, and shit like Charlie was getting wild on YouTube, but that's not DeFi. We've went off on a tangent. I'm not showing my gun, if I even have a gun, Feds. And
if
what
I
about
had
Sony?
a gun, I wouldn't show it.
What about Sony?
Sony's latest NFT patent push suggests a Web3 path for PlayStation. So I guess they filed a patent related to NFT stuff. I think it was like a year or two ago, and it's just now public. Okay, so unless you worked for PlayStation, this is news to you and me. So let's see. Here's some snippets. The standardized format of their NFT patent may be readable to insert digital assets in different computer simulations that may include different video games of different titles. Patent words are so ridiculous. They're like, yeah, different video games and computer simulations. Like they have to say all this stuff to like make the patent
And there's a
worth a
fucking
damn.
patent on everything.
The application reads, additionally or alternatively, ... sick, readable via different video game platforms, such as, for example, PlayStation and Xbox. So
Such
whatever
as,
they're
for
doing, it
example,
could be their words, not mine. Okay, my words are much worse. So yeah, Sony proposed that these assets could include items such as in-game skins, artwork avatars, weapons, or even video game skills. Okay, so now we're getting into what I'm talking about with those Madden cards. Additionally,
yeah.
the application proposed that they could be connected over a network from PlayStation to consoles from other makers, as well as via, VR and AR headsets, smart TVs, and mobile devices.
Just another just another form of adoption. It's
Yep.
coming. Avalanche is at GDC right now, the game dev conference in
Yes,
Texas.
that
So
person, Coop, who we're supposed to
Coop,
have on the show, I
we
think they
love
got
Coop.
COVID. When,
Yeah,
or maybe,
he's Avalanche's like official gaming influencer, I think. Wouldn't that Mom, I'm a
yeah.
Web3 gaming influencer.
Can't you
Just
get a
kidding.
real job?
Just kidding, Coop.
We got to get
But
him on the
yeah,
show. We got to get back
I
on that.
I can try. I can definitely try.
We'll get him on the DeFi
Um,
show. See if he's
Similar to
available.
this, Pokemon is hiring for Web3 NFT like product manager.
Yeah. I was like on the fence about getting that Pokemon game, but then I
It's a good game.
I don't know if I can get over the motorcycle Pokemon.
Well, you don't use him.
What do you mean? I see people riding around on it.
That's all you use him for.
But if it's going to be a motorcycle, why has it got legs?
It's
See,
the
you're
purple.
you're
The
struggling.
you pick up Caridon or Maridon. That's literally what their names are. And early on in the game, but you can't use them. So like you can ride on them and stuff, but you can't like use them for battle.
Yeah, no, that's fine, but it's
And the purple one has jet like jetpacks.
oh, okay.
He floats off the ground.
No, it's not a motorcycle.
Not a motorcycle, more of a hover bike situation.
Oh, but it still has legs.
No.
All right. Well, maybe I'll have to get the purple one.
They're
But
little,
the
little
red one is
jetpacks.
hideous. Yeah, just because you do so much traveling in Pokemon, you walk around a lot. And if I got to look at that thing, I don't know. That was way off topic.
Way. NFTs coming soon to a
Data
gaming
points.
station near you.
This is coming straight from the data, guys and gals, and non-binary, which is like 13% of our listeners, according to Spotify. So thank you.
Thank you.
Data, no women though, 0% female. And
Gotta
that's
get
been
more
holding
ladies
strong
here.
for eight months that we've been on or whatever. It's not been 8 months. It's been September, October. Oh man, it's 7 months. We gotta get famous.
We can do that.
Hunty is
Ooh, that's
listening to the
true.
podcast. Busted.
Hunty from the Magic team.
But they could be listening on like a partner's account. So like, I don't know. It's weird. Well, no, Spotify. It's only Spotify. So if they're listening on iTunes or Anchor or anywhere else besides Spotify, they wouldn't register. It's
I'd
only
find out.
Spotify, folks. Get do those interrogation things
I'll do a Spanish Inquisition on her.
where like,
How are you
like,
watching?
we got the accomplice in the other room. They already told us everything. What do you want to tell us? I ain't telling you shit. The data points to BTC hodling being profitable most days. Okay, so listen to this. Of the 4,593 days of Bitcoin's existence as a tradable asset, and at the time of this recording, it's now 4,594 days. BTC HODLERs experienced 4,065 profitable days, challenging the historical narrative of a depreciating volatility in crypto. As a result, holding Bitcoin is provably profitable in the long run. Bitcoin's historical price performance confirms that a hard limit on total supply and seamless global usability is critical to becoming a store of value. This is data from blockchain.com, and it shows that this is just as a percentage now. Bitcoiners enjoyed 88.5% profitable days.
Beautiful. You just love to see it.
Take notes, Fed. We can jump right to the Fed thing now.
Actually, Forker, our new treasury manager at Glacier, was just posting. He's at a bar in El Salvador, and there's a pay with Bitcoin, like a little like placard there on the table. Pay with Bitcoin.
Nice. I wouldn't, because then you're spending your Bitcoin, and you're not supposed to do that.
But if you could, you should spend it at a bar or on drugs.
At a bar.
This is not financial advice or life advice. You shouldn't take any advice I have of any variety.
That's right. When I do my human trafficking, I only do transactions in Bitcoin.
And then the Fed. The Fed raised rates today in a shocking move to me.
People were, I guess, expecting some people were expecting a reversal because of all the bank nonsense. And then it seems like everybody else was expecting 25 points. However, I guess stock prices, despite them expecting 25 points and it being 25 points, stocks still acted negatively to that news. It's crazy. They should have these like bi-monthly, I think, because the stuff that these hikes set in motion take a lot longer to take effect than a month.
Right.
So they're likely like playing with 300 milliseconds of ping, for you gamers out there. But it's like a lag, right? So you're making actions based on
lagging indicators. Yeah, it's a fucking mess. He said he was going to raise rates till he broke something. He broke something.
Until he breaks something.
Let's raise them more. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right.
At least care about being broken. That implies you can't really fix it usually.
Well, I mean, losing a couple banks probably isn't the end of the world, but man, does it cause a fucking panic.
He brushed it off like it was just another Tuesday. He was like, those are very isolated. 3 banks in a week. It was isolated, and we got to bail them out completely.
Well, he also said that, risk management is up to the banks, which is, that's fair. A couple banks made some bad bets. They didn't hedge, and then they went bust. So hopefully there are repercussions for those actions.
Well, yeah, they're closed now.
Well, I'm saying like as a punishment, like hopefully they, they're not allowed to work in banking again because a lot of those people were from fucking Lehman Brothers and all that.
Yeah. And what kind of name is Sachs?
One where you get bullied.
Bunch of dicklers over there. The SEC continues its suing party. They sued a bunch of celebrities for shilling cryptos without disclosing that they were paid.
Including Soulja Boy.
Yes, and that's why I put it in there, because you tweeted, and then I replied.
Because Soulja Boy ain't got no money, SEC.
No way. This is not real. Whale chart?
He's hella broke. What are you whale charting?
Hold on. We'll get back to that. Yeah, Soulja Boy.
There's a porn star on there. There was Jake Paul, obviously. He's involved in everything. Who else is on there? I think there's another rapper.
I will say that if you are paid to shill something, like you should probably
Oh, Lil Yachty and Akon, who only ever uses his money to build schools in Africa. Motherfuckers. And then, and they sent a Wells notice, which is
We're gonna sue you.
we're gonna sue you, to Coinbase. And Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, said, all right, come sue us then, because we've done everything correctly according to your laws and regulations.
That should be fun to watch.
And somebody posted Brian Armstrong's net worth of $3.02 billion, and that the SEC only gets $2.5 billion a year or something, and they spend it all, obviously. So, like, even if they're just getting started on this year's budget, Brian Armstrong's got more money than the SEC.
They're gonna blow the budget,
Blow it on Brian.
and they're gonna lose.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna lose. This is
The government, the U.S. government, literally just put a bunch of Bitcoin on Coinbase.
because they were probably getting ready to sell it.
I know, but they used Coinbase to do it.
It's illegal. It's fucking
Yeah.
illegal. I hate SEC, and every day I get angrier that they exist along with the IRS.
I will say that if you are someone shilling stuff for money, you should disclose that.
The
Tampa
big
asks,
Bitcoin sell about on Binance. I didn't see
what
that.
was the big BTC sell amount? You Google that. I'll go on to this thing that you tweeted about, which I thought was wild. Because I'm a New England boy myself. I guess Giselle Bundchen, Tom Brady's ex-wife, was seen holding hands with Vitalik Buterin in New York City's Dumpling Town restaurant, sparking rumors of a budding romance. Yeah, you know what? I see it. I see Vitalik as like a really nerdy Tom Brady.
I don't,
Looking at this
because
GIF that you posted. Did you post that GIF?
Jamie, pull this up. I just sent you. Yeah. But go on and pull that up, Jamie.
Damn, I'm pulling up.
Hi, Willow.
It'll take me a moment. Did you find out about the Bitcoin on Binance?
I did not. Tampa, shoot me a link.
All right, let me.
Was it the GMX whale that was shorting and longing and got wrecked both ways every time?
All right.
Bro lost like $5 million this week.
Add a camera? No. Share screen. Tab. Which one is it? All right. Here we go. Look at this. It's like a nerdy. Imagine that's Tom Brady thinking about football. You know, just like, but like he had like stomach flu for a month and he lost a lot of weight.
Pull up the picture I sent, since we're on an X-rated show now.
No. What is this?
Pull it up.
This is the actual. No, what is this?
Pull it up.
Gosh.
Don't back out, pansy.
I'm not a pansy.
Zoom in, Jamie.
Oh my god, dude.
Zoom in. Look at that. This is a picture on the internet. That is Vitalik.
People don't need to see this anymore. How do I get this off?
Keep it up. Keep it up like
here.
he can. All right, Tampa sent us some BUSD news.
All right, I can't copy that. Can you copy that?
Because
if I click it, it's going to show, and I don't want to show a big link.
So you showed a big Vitalik. That was from Paxos. So when they got when Paxos got their SEC notice, they pulled about $6 billion.
Oh, and there
was a $16 billion market cap of BUSD, and then Paxos pulled $6 billion of it away. So there's only $10.5 billion now. So Gensler's having a fucking heyday, completely unchecked. Nobody that has been elected has said anything about him. He's not been to one congressional hearing, as far as I know, and yeah, he's just. I
He's
feel like
too
he's.
busy. He just got his iMovie working. That's why he's making those weird videos.
I just feel like he's like pushing until somebody pushes back. So I don't know. It's all fucking
Tampa's
frustrating to me.
Tampa's spreading fake news through our outlet.
It's not fake news, Tampa.
He said he should have wrote. They said they should have read their mobile notifications better. They just saw 6 billion taken out of Binance. Shame. Shame. It doesn't show the emojis. Oh, it says the text of the emojis. Anyway, that's what we got for news, and we're over 30 minutes now. So that's the longest daily show ever recorded. That's a record, folks. But
Oh,
we did
and I am getting a phone call from that
all
girl.
right.
Okay, so I have to get off.
Good night, everybody.
Good
See you
night,
tomorrow.
everybody.